Hey, if you guys are in the same boat as me and you're not really ready to let go of summer, even though it's clearly concluded in most of the areas of the United States, Oris here has an Aquis in 43.5 millimeter that they call the Taste of Summer, and you can see it with that beautiful violet purple gradient dial. This is available at Saltzman's Watches in Rhode Island. Big thanks to Richard and the crew for sending this over so I can get a closer look at it, and of course you guys can see it as well. So here's a hang tag, snapshot in time, $2,800. Bunch of stuff there that is packed full in this watch. I've shown the Oris Aquis on the channel a bunch. I've actually owned a couple of them throughout the years. It's a fantastic diver. So it's honestly, the Oris Aquis is like epically good. If you haven't tried one, definitely try it. And I've mentioned this many times before, depending on your wrist size, it's good to go try them on because you have the 43.5, you have the 41.5, you have multiple sizes, I think down 37 something. And you'd be surprised how much you would end up gravitating towards the larger size, even though you would typically be like, yeah, that's like 43.5, I might as well call it 44. And typically I only wear like 41, so I'm gonna go for the 41. I'm like, if you normally wear a 41, I think you actually might like the 43.5 in this model versus those. If you haven't tried one, definitely do it. But let's get into the size because I already mentioned it. So at the bezel, it is 43.5 millimeter. The lug to lug is 51 millimeter, and it does have a proprietary system, which you can get that tool from Oris. And there might even be some aftermarket ones that supply if you do want to swap that out, because you can get either aftermarket custom-made straps for this, or Oris themselves actually have some different strap options, both in rubber and leather and some other stuff. But really the bracelet is one of the best parts about this watch combined with the watch itself. The thickness is only 13.28 millimeter. Keep in mind the smaller Seiko SKX, the classic, is 13.5 millimeter. So this is thinner, and this has more water resistance. This is 300 meter water resist. And it's a bigger watch, so it kind of lays out a little bit better. Double dome sapphire crystal. The bezel insert on this, it's hard to tell, and I struggled when I did the unboxing because I thought it was black at first, like black ceramic. It's tungsten, which tungsten polishes super, super bright, where it's like a mirror. So like it's difficult to like kind of show it. I even tried to get some outside video. I'll drop in a little clip maybe. It didn't help. It's better under the studio lights, honestly. So the width here, if it matters to you, is 23.5 millimeter, and then this bracelet tapers down dramatically to 16.5 millimeter. And then you still have the classic 3 micro adjust in the traditional sense with a double pusher, all milled out clasp. Very good, very comfortable. You'll be able to get a good size on this. Don't fret about not having the modern micro adjust and all that other stuff. Oris is doing it, or will be doing it, or has done it. It's just, this is how they're still making these watches. An oversized 7 millimeter signed screw down crown with those screwed attached crown protectors there. Case back, you get a display case back, showing off the classic red rotor from Oris and what they're calling the Oris 7333, otherwise known as probably the Sellita SW200. You know, around 40-hour power reserve, 4 hertz, all the good stuff that you would expect in a Swiss movement. Bezel action. Every Oris Aquis I've handled, every single one, they've consistently put out a product that you could, you know, like it doesn't matter if you tried one 10 years ago or if you try one tomorrow, it's going to be the same. And it is very good. And I've mentioned this before too, and this is super watch nerdy, but slow spin, medium spin, fast spin. Some bezels don't perform tactile and audible as well, depending on how quickly you're spinning it. This bezel does well slow, medium, and fast. I don't know what they did to make this bezel action feel like this, but Oris, keep doing it. Don't change it. It is perfect. Let's put this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. been a while since I've owned or worn an Oris Aquis 43.5. And I got to say, every time I get the chance to put one on, I'm like, man, why don't I own one of these? And if you're a longtime viewer and have watched a lot of my videos, you'll know that there is one particular Aquis that I've lusted after more than any of the others. And I've solicited a different colorway. They've yet to produce it. And actually, I don't even see hardly any of them. There's some older classic ones too, weird configurations like regulators and some other ones too that are like, you got to go digging for the archives, but they used to make them, they don't now. Those ones are fun too. But my favorite all-time one is the anthracite dial. I would probably mix it up a bit, but more importantly, it's titanium. The Oris Aquis in titanium 43.5 millimeter is a special watch. They've done it in the past and some other stuff too, but the bracelet, the watch, everything. Imagine this size watch, but with, man, the lightness that you would typically expect from titanium is even more noticeable with Oris Aquis for some reason. So even the stainless steel one, you'd think this would weigh like 230 grams or something, and it doesn't. I didn't weigh it, but if I had to guess, it's probably like 190. It's lighter than you would think. So I'm assuming the case, design and everything is just, it balances out really nice. Let's give it a quick blast with the UV light, of course, and check out the Lume. Did I show the dial up close? I know there's some smudges and stuff like that, but beautiful handset. I mean, they've been making this model for a long time, so it is very well sorted. And really, that actually speaks to it, how good this watch is, the fact that they really haven't changed it that much. They just didn't need to. It was already well done. And if you really wanted to go full out on it, you can get the in-house movement version of a watch like this. Or they did make, for a very short time, a solid gold one. Yeah. How many brands, Oris is an independent brand. How many brands have you seen do that are like fully independent of this size, that don't typically mess around with precious metals? Oris has done it on a few different watches. It's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Big thanks to Saltzman's. Tell them I sent you. See you on the next vid.